it's difficult. Obviously, I think we've had 6 or 7 away, so it's difficult. But you have to get on with it.
How do you assess someone's performances? I mean, in the Republic of Ireland squad.
Well, actually, when I watched Ben Marshall on Tuesday night play for Carlisle at Huddersfield, so I didn't watch the lad play for. I didn't watch the international game. But you know, people say that everybody who played did well enough and performed to the level that we'd expect.
How's young Ben doing?
Yeah, he's done smashing. It's brilliant that they've got to a Wembley final. Very, very pleased for him. It was a tough game. They were 4-0 up and they nearly threw it away. So it was a very, very exciting game.
He's one of the young lads for the future, isn't he, Ben? Very much.
Yeah, very much so. And he's getting what I think players need, and he's getting that league experience. If they're good enough, they're strong enough, they should be taken out of the academy as quickly as possible. And found out and play football where it counts.
And Mama had a run out in the reserves. How's he doing?
Yeah, he's done well with his training. We're very pleased he's got through 75 minutes. He scored as well, which was brilliant for him. So he was in bits yesterday, but he's okay.
Psychologically, it'll give him a lift. I mean, he can come through that 75 minutes, won't he?
Oh yeah, and he's an important member of the 25 that we've named. Don't worry about that.
He must be pleased to be in that 25 as well.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of a concern for him because he hadn't really shown his full recovery to enable him to play in games. But we've taken a chance with him, and his man was worth taking a chance with.
Ricardo, is he back from Jamaica yet?
Yeah, Rick came back in. He'll train today for the first time. We're hoping he'll come back nice and fresh and ready to go.
Lads in a buoyant mood after the win last weekend?
Well, they were after the game, yeah, very much so. The atmosphere in the dressing room, as you can imagine, was first class. But we've got a very, very tough game. We know it's a tough game this week at Birmingham. They're a good side. They're very, very difficult to play against at St Andrews. Alex has done a great job. Final of a major cup competition. And, it's going to be tough for us, but we'll go there and we'll give it our best shot. Was
it easier to accentuate the positives from last week's game rather than the 2 negatives and the goals that you conceded?
No, I've looked at it all. As a manager, I think you have to have a rounded view of the game and whether it's going forward or defending. And Robert's been absolutely brilliant in their box and absolutely useless in ours. He's got it the wrong way round, but he's a great lad and he'll certainly recover from it.
Not thinking of starting at centre forward on Saturday?
No, he's very, very lucky to be starting. No, he's been brilliant for us.
He's played at right back, he's also played centre half and done well wherever he's positioned, hasn't he?
Well, I think he can play either. He can play right back, left back. He can play left side centre half, right side centre half. He can do the full works for you, Robert. And the thing with Uthi, every time he goes out there, he does his best. And yeah, we're all susceptible to having bad games, and Robert's no different to anybody else.
It's pleasing to have that threat from him there in the opposition penalty area, isn't it?
No, he's been, he's taken really, Ryan's mantle. Ryan was the one that was scoring goals last year, and it's Rob who's picked the pattern up this year, and I think Rob's well ahead of Ryan.
There's nothing like clean sheets. Is that something that you've reiterated again to the players to tighten things up at the back?
Yeah, I think that the game's changing. I think you look at the goals that are scored in the Premiership this Saturday. I think shows that there's a massive emphasis on teams going forward and not a great emphasis on teams defending. So it's trying to find a balance.
Kenwyn and John, how did you assess their performance?
I thought they did smashing. Kenwyn needs a goal. Needs to get a goal and get that little bit of confidence back. But playing with John, that'll be a big help for him because John is such a good player. And they'll take the weight off his shoulders.
He'll probably be in for a hot reception, being a former Villa player going back to Birmingham at the weekend, won't he?
I don't think he can wait. I think Jermaine's the same. Jermaine will be going back. He'll be taking a little bit of flack as well. So yeah, it's part and parcel. And football, you go back to your old clubs.
How do you assess Birmingham this season?
No, they're a good side. I'm surprised they're down there. But having said that, they've been involved in lots of cup games, and it does take it out of you. But you'll be, well, I think every supporter who supports his football club, they'll be going there knowing that it's going to be a very, very tough game.
They've done well to reach a major cup final, the League Cup final, of course.
No, like I say, Alex has done smashing the 2 years he's been there. He's done smashing, he's done it all 3 years. Sorry, he's done a great job, got promoted. They finished well up last year, and he's got to a major cup final this year. Ain't too bad, is it?
And there's one player you'll have to get past on Saturday, of course, Ben Foster.
Yeah, Ben's a great lad. You know, a lot of time for Ben, and he's a good goalkeeper. And you know, it didn't work out for him at Manchester United, but they tell me he's been exceptional at Birmingham.
He's been superb, hasn't he, this season, and forced his way into the England squad, of course. He's done really well, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's a good lad as well, Ben. Really, really nice kid. So, you know, that you like to see lads like that doing well.
Ninth in the table, not bad for Stoke City, is it?
Yeah, not too bad. Ninth and in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Yeah, it's not too bad at this time of the season. So we just got to make sure now that we don't take our foot off the pedal, and that we grasp as much as we possibly can at these final 3 rounds.
I know below you won't worry too much, but it's still very tight on the bottom end, and Birmingham are one of them teams involved in it, aren't they?
Oh no, I do worry. You know, I think it's a case of getting to the 40 points. As soon as we get to 40, 41 points, then then you can have a look at it and assess it. But until we get there, there's no way in a million years I'll be thinking about anything else but staying in this league. You have a look at the teams down there, have a look at the clubs down there, and then you have a look at the clubs that got relegated over the past 4 or 5 years, and see the situation they're in, to realise and recognise that nobody in this city should take Premier League football for granted. Nobody.
Somebody say 36 points might be enough this season, but do you still think 40 is going to be the linchpin, do you think?
36 won't be enough.